Hello, dear friends and professor. Today we present our final presentation and demo. Firstly, we are starting with our presentation, then showing demo. We have specific user credential for login bank account. We compare two images for authentication in this project to provide safety. Our goal, we put image authentication for safes to access our mobile bank account. We added this feature because hackers can reach our password, username, or confirmation password sent by application.
In the design process, first the user connects to our Android app and submits its username and password, then enters the login button. The credentials goes to the user authentication process and they are checked with the data in MySQL database. If the credentials are wrong, the error message will be displayed. If credentials are correct, we go to check if the user has image authentication or not. In checking image authentication, if the user hasn't image authentication, the user can access it just with its credentials. So user reach approved page here. Otherwise, Android camera will be opened and the user takes the photo, then send the photo to the server side. Server takes the photo and compare it with the recorded image specified before by user. If the images match, approved page will be opened and user can access it. Otherwise, the error message will be displayed again.
Now, I present our hardware. We use an Android phone and laptop.
In Android app, you can see here a piece of code of login page and layout of the page. There are two text boxes for user to enter its credentials and a button to login. Here is, you can see here again a piece of code of approving page and layout of the page. This page is displayed when the user access correctly to the app and account. In MySQL database, here is our database to hold the credentials of our users, especially safety column is held to distinguish whether a user has accepted image authentication before or not. Also, image column is held to take image name because all images are held with unique name in server side. Here is the code for taking credentials from MySQL database in Android app. We use JDBC driver, URL, username, and password to connect to the database. And in socket programming, in Android side, there are two pieces code here, and left one is for sending data to server. We create a new socket as MySocket here with hostname and port number. Then we're sending data with print writer to the server side. And the other code, the right one, is for taking data from server. We use buffer reader to read the message sent by the server. Then after read the message, and we close to the socket. We close the socket. And in Python side, piece of code in left side shows how to send the data to the client side. We use send method to send data. The code in right side is to take data from client, and we create a client socket in Python, and then take message with the code in first line.
Now I explain backend side. We use Python at backend. We do image authentication. We compare two images where from database and user input. We start by importing packages we will need. For example, NumPy for numerical processing and CV2 for our OpenCV bindings. Our structure similarity index method is already implemented for us by SctImage, so we'll just use their implementation. How does it work? First, we resize our photo and match their size. Then we change color because color to gray, because when we compute similarity, they should be same size and same color. Then we compute our similarity, and it works like that. Thank you for listening. Now we are showing our demo.
Hello everyone, now we will demonstrate how our application works. This is our application, and this is our server side, and you can see here we store our user's image photo here in server side, and now we will run the server side. Now you can see that it says server started at MSI on port 7800. And now, just first of all, I want to show you what happens if the credentials are entered wrong. First of all, just I'm making it up some password and username, and just enter the login button, and you can see here the credentials are wrong, and it says credentials are wrong and please try again. So now another thing I want to show you, if the credentials are correct but the user didn't accept image authentication, so the user can access its bank account directly with the username and password. So just I'm entering a valid user. I'm sorry. 9876. Enter the login button, and you can see here it goes to the approve page. And now the last thing is, if the credentials are correct and the user accepted image authentication, then camera is opened will be open to take the photo for authentication. I'm just entering another user accepting image authentication from bank. You can see now, and the camera is open, and I just took the image credential, and now I set, and you can see it goes to the approve page, and you can see the server side, the new connection made, and then it calculated the score, the score of the comparison of the two images, and then the server side send message back to the Android side, and Android goes to the approve page. So the last thing, I can show you what happens if the image didn't match. So I'm just entering again the credentials. Yeah, here is the this is my mask. This I'm just taking the photo of the mask. So I'm just sending the photo to the Python side, and you can see here it says image credential is wrong. Yeah, and that's all for now, guys. Thank you for watching us, and that's all. Thank you.